DIECAST NORBZ is a channel devoted to the teen to adult toy collector, pop culture fans, and fellow nerd enthusiasts. This is a PG-13 channel. I might say so. Viewer and parental discretion is advised. DIECAST NORBZ Activate. I am DIECAST NORBZ Galactic Hooligan, and I have been infested. I've been infested by Insecticons, and we actually now have the Doom and Destruction collection. I kind of wish that they actually threw the Gloom in here for the Doom and Gloom collection, because that would be amazing to me. The Doom and Destruction collection is fortified with Chopshop, Barrage, and Malleus Benetronus. Really, Hasbro? Really? You know, is that the name we're actually giving this guy? You know? But anyway, I'm actually going to just really really lightly touch base on this guy. But the meat and potatoes are these guys right over here. And I am actually promising you a 3-set. So let's go into the studio stage. Welcome. And to one and all, thank you for coming back in to check out DIECAST NORBZ Activate. I really appreciate the 800 subscribers that you guys actually gave me. What? I didn't even realize that you guys actually were like fixing things in the background and everything, trying to make me a little bit more popular and everything. I super appreciate each and everyone. To everyone that's actually come in, and this might be your 600th time coming in to see me, welcome back again. If it's your first time, please hit the like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. The subscribe button is right down there. See, that's the one right down there. And I would be super happy and just really pleased if you actually did that for me and everything. Super thankful that you all actually took the time to actually love my page and everything, because I'm still trying to defeat the algorithm gods that are actually plaguing me. And I'm actually on to my first 1,000, so I would really appreciate it if you actually made me a part of your watching cycle. Now let us get into the review, and thank you for joining me once again. Now when I say that I'm just going to lightly touch base on this guy, He is a direct repaint of Smashdown, which had an amazing name, Smashdown. I mean, come on. Malleus Minotaurus, like, can you actually think of like a better name or something like that? Like, was Melitor actually taken or something? Like, I don't get it. Like, Melitor would have actually been so amazing for this guy. But anyway, he actually still is. He's a full grayish silver, kind of like a remake of this guy altogether, who actually had some color for him and everything. Every time I keep on thinking about this guy, I keep on thinking to myself that he should actually kind of like talk like The Rock or something, you know? Like, can you smell what Malleus Minotaurus is cooking? You know, like, I don't know. But he actually does come with this, and I think that's actually pretty nifty. Just let me bring you in a little bit closer right over here. Now, is that actually supposed to be the symbol of the Wreckers? It kind of looks like that's what they were actually trying to replicate here and everything. But he's actually kind of cool, I guess, you know? He actually does transform into a mallet. So let's transform him by twisting and by giving his neck a twist, bringing his body inwards. He actually does have like a little bit of an ab crunch. Oh, actually, let me just take you a little bit through it, because I never reviewed the original guy before or anything like that. So he actually comes with 360 right over here on his shoulder, a 360 right over here on his other shoulder, a 360 right over here on his legs. So he can pretty much go just about anywhere. You actually have like a little bit of turn right over here. He can actually look up and down, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and he actually does, because of transformation, come with an ab crunch and everything. So that's actually at least pretty decent articulation for a little core class guy like this and everything. You transform him by giving him his neck a little bit of a twist there. Let's just bring his arms like so, I think. And then we're just going to come over here, and then there we go. Just let me get that in the right orientation for his mallet mode, and then once we actually do that, just let's cinch this right over here, I think. Let's see, there we go. I think I was actually getting the orientation on the legs here. So there we go. And just let's go over here, and then we'll give this a little bit of a spin and close it off right here. And there goes mallet mode, which is actually kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's not so bad at all. It's not like, it's nothing to write home about, but it's also not the worst either or anything like that. And then it actually does come with like a couple of blast effects parts over here and everything, and over here. There we go. So we can actually have that smash down action, or just kind of like use it over here and everything like that for like, I don't know, like it looks like ice to me and everything. So it always looks like he's actually just kind of like breaking ice or something like that, or maybe it actually froze over or something like that. But like, it's actually kind of cool. And if you need to, you could actually give this over here to, say, Ultra Magnus and everything, who is actually sorely missing a whole entire hammer here and everything. There we go. He looks kind of cool with it, right? I mean, it's not so bad. It's not the worst, at least, anyway, or anything like that. And the hammer is actually kind of small, so it should actually fit somebody else a little bit more eloquently. It's the end of the road, Galvatron. And there we go, right? I mean, it's not so bad, you know what I mean? Like, as far as hammers are actually concerned, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. And I kind of wish it actually fit a little bit better in his arms and everything like that, because I kind of feel like this would have actually been a great answer to giving Ultra Magnus his hammer and everything, you know what I mean? But still, yet not too bad. Because of the way Ultra Magnus's sleeves are, he can't like really put like another portion of the, what I actually have over here with the Elita 1 here and everything like that, where we actually have like the staff that actually goes onto the end of the hammer right over here, which I think actually looks cool. But because of Ultra Magnus's sleeves, he can't really do the same thing. But it still looks pretty cool. Now, let's get on to the insect portion. Before we actually go on to that, I just want to just take a quick look at this box over here. This box art is really, really cool. I love the line work that actually goes on in here. It's great. I'm actually loving the way Chopshop looks over here. And Barrage is actually looking amazing also, which gives rise over to our second string of Insecticons over here. And they said this was actually going to be a triple review over here, so I can't have these guys without Ransack to boot and everything, because I know I haven't reviewed Ransack before, and these guys are so great together. I really love this set so much. When I first took these guys out of the box, and if you might have actually seen me on Ultra Megatronus's show a couple of days ago and everything like that, it was Saturday that I actually did his show, and I took these guys out, and I was so super impressed with these guys. Like, these guys are great for repaints too. I'm actually really surprised about how much I love these guys, as probably even more than I actually love the regular Insecticons. Shh, don't tell them that. Don't tell them anything. But let me tell you something, these guys are just so great. Let us first check out what we actually had with the old. Now, we actually have this version of Ransack over here. He is just super, super cool and everything. I really love this a lot. We actually have this as a repaint of Kickback over here, who is actually really great as well in his own rights. I just wanted to give you a quick comparison as to what these guys actually look like. And now, let's go on to the new versions of these guys, because these guys are great. So now I'm actually going to give you Chopshop, who is just really, really cool looking and everything. I'm actually really surprised with how much work they actually went into with this thing and everything. It's actually mostly in the colors. The colors actually is just super robust and really pop though and everything, you know? And he actually comes with like a couple of other attachments that Shrapnel didn't come with and everything, like these legs and like these new pistols right over here that actually double as like legs and everything. So like, I thought that that was actually really great all together and everything, you know? So like, just looking all around, like he just feels solid. And anytime that you actually like pose this guy and everything, he just like feels solid. Like, it's actually just like really great with like what a little bit of paint actually like will do for a character and everything, you know? He's got like a lot of burnt orange in here and everything, a lot of the browns and like white goes on into this and everything like that. I'm loving the canopy that they actually have over here also. let me just give you a little bit of a just close-up of that also and everything like that. There's like a burnt umber that actually goes on here also and everything that's actually really nice, almost amber-like, you know? So like really, really great figure and everything. I'm just like super happy with it and everything, you know? And I didn't really know if I was actually gonna be that happy. And this, like all the new Insecticons are really making me like anticipate one other. But there he goes with a shrapnel over here, and you can actually see that with the legs and everything, doesn't he look a lot more imposing? It almost looks like he's actually like a lot bigger than Shrapnel here and everything like that, although he's not. It's just the way that they actually made both Beetles and everything like that, you know what I mean? And like the fact that he actually has like these colored pieces right over here for his eyes and everything like that just makes up for just so much and everything like that. Like Shrapnel is amazing. I will never get tired of Shrapnel altogether and everything like that. As far as like the leader of Insecticons, he is just really just top notch and everything like that. But look at this guy. This guy is just great, gorgeous looking. And oh, here goes. Look at this. Look, we actually have a couple of like new Insecticon insignias right over here also. Kind of like looks almost like it's just so cool, you know? Look at that. That actually kind of like really makes me think old Roman architecture and that sort of thing, or like old Roman times and everything. Maybe even Hordak from He-Man and everything like that, you know what I mean? Like that's wait, is it He-Man or She-Ra? I think She-Ra, but like look at that. That's actually very cool. I'm loving this guy a lot. So there we go. And then we actually I gave you the comparison between him and Shrapnel, and that just looks great. And I think, which may be my personal favorite of the group right now, is Barrage here, who just looks amazing. His green and yellow color scheme just really pop and everything, you know? We're not gonna get the same Insecticon insignia over here or anything like that, because it's actually right up here in the front, baby. Look at that. That is just really great. And also, we actually have this symbol. I don't know what faction that belongs to, and I didn't get a chance to research that or anything like that. If you know what it is, just leave me a message down in the comments and everything like that. It could be a Quintesson thing for all I know. There could actually be like a little bit more piracy going on in here all as well and everything, especially because on the box art we actually have these tentacles that are actually coming around here and everything like that. I don't know if there's any hentai that's actually going to be involved in this or anything like that, but let me tell you something. This looks phenomenal. I love this so much. I'm actually loving the triple blaster over here and everything like that, and like the extra pieces that they actually gave us and everything as far as the legs are just really great. I love it. Of course, we're on all the Insecticons, like mostly all the Insecticons. We will actually see like a little bit of this and everything like that. So, you know, there's like kind of like a visible head syndrome and everything like that, but it's not really as egregious as I'd actually think it should be and everything. We actually have the eyes over here and everything like that, which is great, and I love the fact that they actually kind of like colored it in with the rest of him and everything like that. Kind of makes me feel as though he's actually like almost blind and everything like that, you know? But like, this is so cool. I love this a lot, you know? Or maybe these are the eyes over here and everything like that. I'm not exactly sure. But in any case, love this so much. This guy's so great. I love the color of green that's actually going on here with the white that actually kind of like goes along a lot more with Chopshop. I kind of wish we actually got that along with Ransack as well and everything like that, to like kind of like hold like a team affiliation color or something like that, you know what I mean? But like still yet, just really awesome. It's like a 360 around, just so awesome. And in a comparison between him and Bombshell and he look just great together. Just a little bit. There we go. Barrage and Bombshell look great together, but for some reason, just the way this guy's actually painted just really just like makes me love this figure so much more and everything, you know? Like, I'm actually just like thrilled with how these guys actually came out. So there we go, and just really cool. I love these so much. It's so nice seeing what they actually did with the new Insecticons and everything. They're so much fun. They're so much fun. They're actually just so much robust and everything like that. I really love what they actually did with these guys. I do. So let's get these guys into transformation, and let's see these guys in their true value in robot mode. Ready? 1, 2, 3, headshot! You, anyone who actually knows me will actually tell you that I am Team Autobot all the way through, but these guys, however, just kind of makes me kind of like question my affiliation here and everything. These Insecticons are great. Look at these guys. They are such badasses, and really just kind of like really makes me kind of like I'm anticipating Venom. You know, like I think I've actually seen on TFW 2005, I think I might have actually seen a glimpse of what we're actually getting in Legacy Venom and everything like that. But like, look at these guys. They're so good. This guy came out a lot earlier. He came in with like the Bumblebee pack and everything like that, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm sorry, not the Bumblebee pack, the Goldbug pack, actually. You know, and so, like, he was actually, like, very cool. I was actually really anticipating him for a long time because I had him as a kid with the longer thorax, like, body and everything like that he used to come with. But not anymore. He has actually lost the thorax and actually exchanged him for blades. And then when we actually get to these two, who are actually the main course of this whole entire thing, since this is the box we're actually talking about. Look at these guys. They're so freaking cool. Let's take a look at Chopshop over here. Just really, really cool stuff and everything. And well, I can't say anything but good things about Barrage. Barrage just really nails the look and everything all together. Let's take a good look at all three. Let's just start off by looking at Chopshop over here, who is a great update to what we actually had in 1986, I think it was, or it could have actually been 1984, 1986 when we actually had the second string of Insecticons. That face sculpt is wonderful. Look at this guy. He's just really, really awesome. I'm actually loving like all of the browns and oranges that are actually going on in here, and those beady red eyes there and everything, just like really nice, but just that hint of paint like right on the inside of the side pieces here and everything like that. Just really, really nice stuff. I'm still loving this amber that we're actually getting over here. The Decepticon symbol is actually right there also and everything. We have like a little bit of red right here where the eyes are actually supposed to be for insect mode, and I'm loving these mandibles here and everything. Just really, really great. It's not really filled all the way through, and I kind of wish we actually got like a really just like a filler that actually goes on the inside over here or something like that. And it's actually a shame that we actually have to go to other places to get the filler for these guys and everything, but just, you know, just still yet, it's a good bot. It really, really is. I'm actually loving all the colors that are actually going on over here and everything. If we actually went to the back and you saw this blaster actually fall off, you could actually still put this blaster right over here and everything. And he still comes with the Evil Fusion, where you can actually kind of like take this off right over here, and you can actually attach this weapon to the inside over here, and this down here, and it's a lot tighter. I think since they actually added in, there's not even any paint. The paint's actually on the outside, so there we go. And so it's actually kind of amazing that this actually became a lot tighter than it actually did on Shrapnel's version of the figure and everything, but there we go. Oops, and hold on one second, just wait. Add that on over here, and you can actually kind of like grab the blaster right over here also and everything to give them that dual effect. And I'm gonna keep on popping that off, so let me just do that, and there we go. And now we actually have a dual wielding blaster here and everything, a blaster rifle, and that's actually really cool. I love this a lot. I think it's really cool that he actually has like a lot of like great dynamics here and everything like that, just really nice all together. And as shown before, you can actually just like pop off that gun right over there and just have him dual wield these blasters over here. Or if you actually wanted to use it, you can always like switch that out, and you can actually switch it for this blaster over here, which is actually really nice also. The choice is yours on what you actually want to make. One thing that's actually really nice here is Chopshop actually came with like 2 additional legs right over here and everything that you would actually have to install onto the bottom of the arm, and it's a really nice tight fit. But I also think that it actually makes him look a lot more menacing than he was than the version of Shrapnel that we actually got here. And just let me put these blasters in here and here, and just let me put this blaster over here, and there we go. And now he is complete. And now we are going to bring in Shrapnel over here for your comparison, and just really nicely done. I'm actually loving both of them, really. Like, I'm such a big fan of Shrapnel. I was actually so happy when we got Shrapnel in, but I really did not know that Chopshop was actually bringing in so much to the party and everything like that, to the Insecticon party, you know? Like, this is actually really great. Okay, let's get on to Ransack. Ransack, he's almost a direct repaint of what we actually had with Kickback and everything, except for the fact that we actually get this really cool face mask here and everything. And I've always loved his helmet. I've always loved his face mask and everything. But in this one, we don't get like a solid black or anything like that. We actually have this kind of like, have this translucent black over here and everything, which is okay, you know? Kind of like makes me feel as though they are actually showing off musculature like right underneath there and everything like that. But there he goes. He actually has his Decepticon symbol right over there. And I'm still loving all of this, like all of this orange right over here and everything like that. Just very cool. And for the thorax, when he used to have a thorax, he used to have like a bigger piece that actually went on, and then you actually had like attached to like 2 legs and everything onto the thorax and everything. Kind of made it look like kind of silly, but at the same time it was actually really cool. I really love that figure a lot, you know. But this guy is actually such a great upgrade, you know. I really love this guy altogether and everything, you know. And the yellows and blacks are actually just like very cool. And we actually have this piece right over here. It's not an Evo Fusion thing or anything like that, but you could always like take this off and then use them as either a dual blaster right over here and everything like that. So like Seeker style, he can actually kind of like blast everything over there. You have multiple ports that you can actually put those 2 into, or you can actually use this as like one long blade and everything like that. So, or 2 blades if you actually really wanted to make him dual wield a weapon and everything like that. But there we go. And that'll actually kind of like serve as like the way to like actually kind of like an arm guard and that sort of thing and everything like that. So like, I really think that's actually very cool. I love this a lot. Details are actually really striking all together. And here we go. Let's just bring in Kickback over here, who's actually just like really waiting over here so you can actually see his stuff. Love this all together. I think the purple in this in the clear plastic over here is kind of fading and everything, but at the same time, it's, even though it's actually fading, it kind of looks a lot better than when we actually first got, than when I first got it actually, you know? So there we go. Basically, it's actually the same body style, same body type and everything. Painted a little bit differently, but just like really, really cool all together. I'm loving this version of them though, you know? And now let us get on to Barrage. Barrage, I really do think is the winner of them all here and everything, you know? I love these colors. The greens and yellows are actually just really make this guy pop a lot and everything. Let's take a look at that face sculpt right over there. He also wears a mask and everything like that, but I'm really loving the styling of this all together and everything like that. Kind of like makes him look a lot more menacing and everything like that, and kind of like has a real comic book style to it and everything, you know, which I'm actually just really loving altogether. We actually have a difference in the way that we actually had the upper body as opposed to Bombshells and everything like that, where he actually has this secondary attachment over here and everything like that for robot mode, or yeah, for robot mode, and for his beetle mode and everything like that also. When you lift it, actually just kind of like goes right over his head and everything. So that's really, really nice. And I love the fact that we actually have such a different look for this guy. If you actually go to the back, we actually have like a lighter green right over here for the back and everything like that, and it just makes it look it's just different, you know what I mean? Like I really like the way these guys actually carry it over and everything. Over here we actually have like extra legs right over here, as we actually did for Chopshop and everything, you know, so that's actually really nice. And all the way down, I really wish they actually painted this a little bit further and everything like that. Like, I don't know if this actually got like maybe 1 or 2 coats or anything like that, but I think a third coat might have actually done a little bit more in making this like stand out a little bit more and everything like that. Thus hiding some of the green that actually just kind of wants to pop out here and everything. But also just really, really nicely done, really nicely done, and it's incredible. Over here we actually have his blaster that he actually had from that Bombshell actually has. So it's pretty much the same thing. When you actually take it off, you actually kind of like have this thing going and everything like that. And then you actually have the 2 smaller blasters here and everything. Since these would usually be the legs on Bombshell and everything all together, but since he doesn't have the need for like the secondary legs all together, we'll just keep this as a tri-blaster here and everything. And it does really look great. It's not the same as Evil Fusion, but it actually still does the part and everything, you know? And that actually goes back into his hands, and he actually still has a triple blaster or double blaster, whichever one you actually want. So very, very cool. I love it. And now we'll just take you over here, and then I'm just going to show you Bombshell compared to him and everything. And Bombshell is really still amazing. He's still such a great bot, but again, I really think this guy actually just stands out so well and everything, you know? He's actually so good. Everything about this guy, like as soon as I actually got him out of package and everything and transformed him the first time, I love this character so much. Even, I think, like maybe a little more than Bombshell actually. This guy just really took the cake for me. And they all basically have like the same articulation and everything like that. You actually have a swivel on the head right over here. You can lift 360 degrees all the way around. You can actually go up to this far on Barrage here and everything. So without him kind of colliding with the rest of his body and everything because of that arm. On Chopshop, it actually becomes a little bit more extreme and everything because you actually do have you have nothing getting in the way or anything like that, and that's actually really cool. You actually have bicep swivel right over here, about a little bit over 90 degrees right over here. You have an in and out due to transformation. You have a lot in the way of waist articulation right over here and everything like that due to transformation for Chopshop, but not so much for Barrage here or anything. You can actually kick all the way out. You can actually kick all the way back. There's nothing harming them whatsoever or anything like that. You actually have on each character, you actually have not 1, not 2, there we go, but 3 mighty kung fu kicks and everything like that that are just really, really extraordinary. So there we go. And there we are right there and everything like that. And they are not missing anything whatsoever or anything as far as like their ability to fight, you know. Then you actually have leg articulation right over here. You can actually bend 90 degrees. You actually have ankle tilt on all of them and everything like that. And just let me bring this in right over here. And then you also have a thigh swivel on each and every one. So just really, really great. The only thing that actually differentiates on this guy over here is that you can actually move his antennae right over here. And you also have the wings right over here that you can actually move it up and down. And then this guy actually kind of like moves his arms a little bit more because his a little bit more disjointedly and everything like that, built like based on his build here and everything. So that's actually really okay. And then also you with this, you can actually move his arms up the end, but it's actually because his arms are actually kind of like split over here also and everything like that. If you actually wanted to leave it joined together and everything, you can, but you can also use this as a piece of articulation going up also and everything. So that's actually really cool. And there we go on this. And I didn't drop anything in the background. You know, I did not drop anything in the background, but like if you actually heard some noise, I was dropping bots in the background and everything like that. I just wanted to use my movie magic to actually make sure that you guys actually knew that these guys were actually still standing. Anyway, let's get on with this. And for the last thing, I want to give you all 6 Insecticons so far without Venom, you know, but like this group is great, and dare I say it, I really love how these guys actually came out. Each and every one of them are a pinnacle part to the Insecticon team, and I really hope that we can actually grow the Dinobot team a little bit more beyond Swoop and everything, you know. Like I would really love to see like Hasbro actually kind of like come out with like a Slash or something in the Legacy line or something. Now that would actually be kind of cool if we actually got like a deluxe Slash and everything. But please let us see Venom come up and everything so we can actually finally complete this crew. All in all, these guys are actually super fantastic. I love the Insecticons. I think they are just amazing. I love them as much as I love the Dinobots, you know, and that's actually saying something because the Dinobots really are my favorite faction throughout the whole entire series and everything. But now that we've actually gotten these new Insecticons here, I really have to say that the Insecticons are actually really kind of like taking shining onto me and everything like that. Like I really love each and every one of these guys for what they actually do. These guys are so great, and I did not really think that Hasbro was actually going to pull it off with like giving us like a brand new Insecticons. If you were going to tell me that we were actually going to get updated Insecticons for the Evo Fusion and for the Legacy lines and of the Transformers, I would have actually said, you know what? I thank you for your ice cream in the white van and everything. I am actually going to leave now. Goodbye, sir. But let me tell you something. These guys are amazing. Barrage and Takara have actually really pulled off such a nice tribute to each and every one of the Insecticons that we actually had back in the 80s. And I really love every single one of them for every single thing that they all do. These are actually such amazing updates, just incredible. I really hope that we actually get Venom and that he's actually single packed and everything like that, because like I think in order to like finish off this group, as much as we actually need Swoop for the Dinobots and everything, we definitely need Venom to actually complete this this sextuplet over here and everything, so they can actually finally become the septuplet of destruction and everything. I think these guys are actually amazing. I think you should actually go get them. And final thoughts are actually coming up. I am so glad that you're here with me today to see the magnificentness that is Molly's Metropolis. Wait a second. Wait, is that why we're here? No, that's not where we're here. We're here for Insecticons, yeah. And these guys are actually really great. You know, this guy we actually had a long time ago and everything, but to see Hasbro and Takara follow up with these two guys, I am really super impressed with what we actually got in both Chopshop and Barrage here, and they are just super fantastic. If you haven't added these guys into your collection yet, highly recommended, because these guys just out of the package, becoming super as robust as they actually were, just really highly impressed me, and I'm just loving these guys so much. But to talk about the trio, I mean, there's this guy, right? But like the real trio is actually these guys, huh? Yeah, these guys are actually really amazing. You should actually really go and pick them up. I really highly recommend these guys. Even if you don't have Ransack or anything like that, these guys are just superbly amazing. My favorite is actually still Barrage, but Chopshop is no slouch either. They are just wonderful parts of your collection. And I want to thank you today for taking another trip with me through Nerddom. I really appreciate each and every one of you joining me today and everything, and so it's like really just like enjoying the mirth that is these Insecticons. They're superb. I think you should actually have them, and that really is it. I can't wait to get to the next review. I might have something special that just like dropped in the mail for me and everything, so like let us see what we shall see and everything. I just want to see if I can actually give it a quick look over before I do anything else. But in any case, I really hope that you, and especially you, actually have an amazing time out there and everything. Make sure that you are treating yourselves amazingly. Make sure you're treating yourselves with love, tenderness, kindness, and make sure that understanding also, and make sure that you're actually giving that to each and every person out there, because love is an action word. And make sure that you spread it throughout the whole entire world, throughout the whole entire universe, through this Fibonacci series that is the universe, and bring it back down over here to HQ, because I could always use some myself. And as always, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. I look forward to talking to each and every one of you soon.